So if you hear any background noise, it's pretty late. So if you hear any background noise, it's probably like a slight noise. But it's good YouTube Chiefs priority here with another video. We're gonna be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs defense, and we're gonna be talking about in this video is Nick Jones. But I want to start off by just talking about their defense overall. So I've said this in numerous of this because it's the off season, so a lot of things it's gonna be repetitive. It's not really too much to talk about, but I could add some new stuff in every video like I do. Now y'all know this already. I'm not even going to get into depth because the linebacker room is unreal. We know that. The defensive line is coming along pretty well. And now, when you say defensive line, I'm not just talking edge, right? We're talking dudes that could do anything. Dudes that could play inside, dudes that could play outside. Chris Jones, inside, outside. He could stop the run. He could pass rush. But not only that, Charles Omenihu, another dude that's inside, outside. You know, Carl Laftis. And our defensive tackle, they're looking pretty good. Like, I know Chris Jones isn't re-signed, but he's still on the roster. He's not a free agent. So he's going to come back. He's definitely going to come back. Keandre Colburn, I think he's going to be better than Saunders, and he's better than Derek Nandi, in my opinion. So he should be that starting nose tackle. Then you have George Karlaftis, Charles Omenihu, who's going to be the starting edge rushers, and FAU, who's going to be rotating. So the Chiefs are doing a very good job, like I say in every video. Now, the secondary. I've only touched on the secondary really in one video, but I have said in my Trent McDuffie video that he's the key to the Chiefs secondary. He's definitely the key because when he came back from injury, he did his thing. He played very well. He put up great performances night after night, putting up these great numbers and helping the Chiefs just be a better team, and not only a better team, having more energy, adding more swagger to the team, and just becoming a better defense and a better secondary, better unit as a whole, you know. Now, the reason why I'm speaking of Nick Jones is, first of all, let's not even talk about him yet. Jalen Watson. We know what Jalen Watson did. He was getting numerous picks. That 99-yard pick six against the Chargers was absolutely unreal. Seen that live, jumping up and down because it's only week 2, so they're coming off the off season. You're hearing things about Tyreek and all this. Chiefs defense is horrible. So you see a 7th round rookie step up big and get an interception while Trent McDuffie's hurt. That showed me a lot. That showed me that the Chiefs, they know how to draft, and that's why I'm confident in this pick here with Nick Jones. I think Nick Jones is going to be an absolute steal because the things that Nick Jones is doing in training camp, I mean, it was very impressive, and it just reminds you of like the rookies from last season in the cornerback core and how they make very good plays. You know, they was making very good plays. They're stepping up big, getting interceptions that we're not expecting them to get, making plays that a 7th round rookie or a 4th round rookie aren't supposed to make. It's hard being a rookie alone and making big plays and coming up big in key games. So when you're doing that as a 7th rounder with pressure on you, that's absolutely crazy, and that's going to show you that you really have that dog in you. Now, I like Nick Jones based off what I've seen. He looked like a very athletic dude with a high vertical. And another dude I loved was Shamari Connor. I keep preaching that because I got to make another video on Shamari Connor. I loved him because he's very versatile. He's like L'Jarius Sneed. And I don't know, next year is this is L'Jarius Sneed's contract year, by the way. So if he doesn't absolutely show out when we feel like he's not worth what he's asking for, Shamari Connor could honestly step up into that role. I mean, they're both 4th rounders. Sneed came as a 4th rounder. He's not a 1st rounder. So yeah, man, there's Spags and, you know, Andy Reid, and everybody agrees that L'Jarius Sneed isn't worth what he's asking for, then Shamari Connor may be a replacement. And that's honestly what I think might happen. It's a very big chance that that could happen because they literally drafted him because they said they love his versatility and they love how he could go for the quarterback. He could tackle very good. He could cover. He's like a safety. He's very hybrid, and that's what they loved. And that's just like L'Jarius Sneed's game. What do you need 2 L'Jarius Sneeds for? So I don't know. I think L'Jarius Sneed is gonna be out here eventually, and that's just the honest truth. I said honestly, but yeah, if you watch Nick Jones, like, he didn't go to the best school, but it's highlights of him picking off some passes, and of course he'll come to a team like the Kansas City Chiefs. We give these HBCU players chances because we know they're good. It doesn't really matter what conference you're in. If you're good, you're good. If you're talented, you're talented. 12 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. He even seen some special teams play with a block kick. So having him in the game and playing, that's just something that's very big for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I just can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. His whole career in Ball State, he intercepted 3 passes, so he's not much of a ball hawk with picks, but he could literally attack the ball pretty well. So he basically he's not nowhere close to McDuffie. I don't say because McDuffie's honestly a different talent, but game wise, I say he's like McDuffie mixed with Jalen Watson in my opinion. But I don't think he's as good as them, and definitely not as good as McDuffie. But he has 65 tackles and 22 passes defended in his career at Ball State, and that's pretty good. I mean, a lot of people don't know what Ball State is because that's not really a big college, but he had some special team snaps, and he even got a player of the game for WMU for special teams. So I would love to see him on special teams, see what he could do. His 40-yard dash, 4.51, that's not horrible. 10-yard split, 1.57 seconds. Vertical jump, 34.5 inches, that's pretty solid. Broad jump, 10 feet 2 inches, and his 20-yard shuttle was 4.34 seconds. So he was in the middle of the pack among most of the cornerbacks. So I think he could say he's fairly athletic. He's fairly athletic. He has the frame, 32-inch arms, well, almost 33-inch arms. So he has the frame to cover any wide receiver in the NFL. And the way he played in college, it just seems like he wouldn't be intimidated by even the best pass catchers. And that's my honest opinion. If you looked at him in the Shrine Bowl, I mean, he was locking down a lot of wide receivers doing one-on-ones. And yeah, he went 2 days in a row with some very good snaps from the cornerback position. So that must have made Brad Veach be like, oh yeah, this is our guy, we're going for him. And you know, he like taking chances on these 7th round dudes. If they play good, they play good. But yeah, but what they're saying in a lot of articles that I've read, because after the draft I was reading articles on all these players, he's very physical at the line of scrimmage. He presses like very well because his length, his quick feet, it makes receivers have a tough time beginning a route against him, and that's what we need, man. And he could play nickel, like I said. I've been said that he could contribute on special teams, and yeah, man, he could definitely be an outside corner in the NFL. And I do think he has the potential to develop into a starting cornerback in a few years. But our secondary is just going to be nasty this year, man. We just got too much talent, got a lot of depth. Our secondary is going to be absolutely nasty, and I just can't wait to see it, man, because we honestly deserve it. After all these years, you could say in 17 and 18, we had an all-right defense, but I think this is finally what Mahomes deserves. He's going to have a very, very, very good defense now with barely any weaknesses. The linebacker room looking good, the D-line looking good, cornerback core looking good, so it's barely any weaknesses. Our special teams is very good, so we're just all around a good team. And still gonna get a phone. It's in the mail, so don't worry about that. The quality is gonna sound back to normal again. But yeah, man, I love y'all for rocking with my content, and I'm gonna be bringing y'all more videos on these players because it's the off season and it's not really much to talk about. I didn't make a Nick Jones video, so I was like, all right, I gotta make one ASAP. It's been your boy Cheese Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.